Hey everyone, welcome back to the High Priestess Demari channel and to another collective reading. I hope you're all doing well. So this connects to the live reading I had just done, okay? And so we're going to get into it, all right? As we were coming to an end of that message, we basically got some messages pertaining to a past situation, okay? This is where you had experienced some kind of major betrayal, injustice, inequality, unfairness, all right? And so there is some new developments underway, okay? It's very interesting to say the least. So we're going to have a look at that and see what exactly is going on here, because it looks like there is unexpected news that you're about to receive. It could come in the form of a formal document. It could be even an in-person visit, okay, a letter. It could be an email, okay, but it does feel very formal, and it's going to alert you to some kind of situation where justice is finally being ruled in your favor. So we're going to have a look at that and see what it's about. So confirmation with the Ace of Swords, okay. So let's get into it. So tell me about this situation first of all. There's some news coming in for the collective, okay. The angelic realm was trying to highlight this very strongly at the time, so the floor is now open. Tell us about this situation, please. The likely scenario, circumstances, what this is alluding to for the collective. The moon. Okay, so again, the unseen, the hidden, the illusionary, okay. So it does feel like something that was rooted in falsehood, okay. So this could have been something where something was presented as fact when it was actually a lie, okay? So this could have been some kind of made up narrative. This could have been some kind of fraud, some kind of, oh, wow, okay. I'm looking at the two figures here. I've got identity theft and fraud. Okay, so that may be confirmation for someone. Someone may have actually used your identity to commit fraud without you knowing, okay? So this could have been done behind the scenes, or perhaps you were alerted to something here, but there's more to it than what meets the eye. Oh my gosh, we have the death card here. Okay, crazy. Let me get one more before I get into it. This is actually insane. The Magician. Yeah, so, man, someone could have committed identity theft. This could have been someone who was impersonating either you or someone close to you, okay? This could have been a situation. You hear that bang? Okay. So this could have been a situation where someone pretended to be you in order to receive some kind of compensation, okay, or to commit fraud. Or they could have impersonated someone who's actually deceased. I know, as fucked up as that is, that's what I've got here, okay? Especially with the Magician being there as well. You know, definitely manipulation. This is someone who thought they could trick the system, okay, into believing that they were someone else, i.e. you, or someone related or connected to you, okay, that may have passed on. Yeah, we have the Five of Swords and the King of Swords. But this is being brought to your awareness. There's someone official. You hear all the fireworks. I'm telling you, there is good news coming in, okay? There is someone who's being brought in to deliver this news. This could be an in-person visit, okay? So say from the authorities, the police. Or you could be receiving a phone call to ask if you can go possibly to the police station, or you know, to contact the authorities regarding this, okay? But someone definitely did this in secret, thinking you would never know, okay? You see the moon behind them as well. What was hidden was someone committed some kind of theft here, okay? Identity theft, fraud. I got a message like this in the past, way back, okay? So that may be something you want to look at. There may be some more insights there that would be beneficial for you, okay? But the authorities are aware, okay? So this person has been caught. That's what you need to know. This is someone who's obviously been at it for a while, it looks like, okay? And for some of you, you may have got some kind of weird emails, text messages, right, letters, and you're like, what the hell is this? And that could have been what alerted you that something is amiss, someone's doing something they shouldn't be, or you were waiting on some kind of communication and you never received it because it was redirected to this person's address, something like that. Okay, there is some kind of interception here when it comes to some communication, letter, information, okay, or data here, okay, but the authorities are aware of it. They know what this person did now. So they've obviously been conducting an investigation behind the scenes, all right, that you may not have any idea about. Yeah, Two of Pentacles. This could even have like, hopefully it's not connected to some kind of legal, illegal business, like some kind of crime organization, okay? But it's almost giving me like money laundering here, with that Two of Pentacles. So that could be part of it if it was like an organized crime, right? Not just one person trying their luck, but if this was part of a group effort here, right? This may be what they do. So you could be one of many victims possibly for a group here that's been at it for quite some time, okay? But it almost feels like it's got ties to like money laundering or something like that, trying to hide their finances or mix things up, try to hide where they're actually getting their assets from, i.e. stealing from people or stealing people's identities, right? Information. Yeah, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. This is crazy. You have no idea this happened because you may have left. Okay, so this could have been happening in an environment you were once in. So this may have happened after you left or as you were leaving. Someone put some plan in motion without you knowing, okay? Wow. It's almost like because you left an environment or you cut someone off or a certain group of people off, they thought you would never know, right? Because they knew you had no intention of being in contact with them, staying in touch with them, or reconnecting with them. So they thought you'd be none the wiser. So this, if anything, this just proves to you exactly why you needed to cut these people off. The fact that they were willing to go to these lengths for money is insane, especially if they have like ties to a criminal network. Okay, obviously that's not going to be for everyone, but there could be for someone, that there were some people you once knew that were part of some kind of crime network here. They may have got involved with some very shady people, and unfortunately they targeted you. All right, tell me more. Or like I say, this could actually even be an organization that's behind this. I literally saw a post recently, a video about how even a company is having to pay millions and millions of pounds, and it's a massive company. I just don't want to say the name just in case, right? But I saw it online that they're having to pay millions and millions of pounds to two victims of gang stalking, okay, within the company. So it's kind of giving those vibes. So that could apply as well, where this is actually company employees that are behind this or involved in this. This is insane. Others, this could even be members of your family or your community. Yeah, you have the Nine of Pentacles. They targeted someone's abundance here, okay? So either it's someone who's passed away, so say if this is a relative, it could be that, or your abundance, okay? Wanted to get rich off of your name, your energy, your identity, okay? That comes with some very strong consequences, though. It's almost giving like an attempted destiny swap. It doesn't work like that. Yeah, you have the Ten of Wands. Yeah, so if you were like, oh my gosh, they may have racked up a lot of bad debt, okay, that they're expecting you to just deal with. Either that, okay, or like I say, if this was a situation where, they were trying to gain some kind of inheritance, they weren't as smart and strategic as they thought they were, okay? Because they may have left an extensive paper trail, okay, is what I'm getting with that Ten of Wands. It's like there's a lot of information that basically proves what they did, okay? So they weren't as effective at covering their tracks as they think they were. Okay, that's what I'm getting with that Ten of Wands. They've left some kind of footprint here. So this is why this has been kept in the background, right? This is why this hasn't been brought to your conscious awareness, or it hasn't been brought back into full view until now, because it's like the universe was basically allowing them to create an extensive digital footprint, So it would lead them straight, lead investigators straight back to them. And that's exactly what's happened. They're the ones now carrying all the burdens. So whoever actually carried it out, it ties all back to them. Even if they're acting on behalf of some kind of crime network, okay, like a community of scammers or something like that, right? It all falls on this person's shoulders because they were the one actually carrying it out. So all traces lead back to them. They're screwed. They are actually screwed. Tell me more. Tell me more. Yeah, King of Pentacles. That could be the head honcho, okay? So there is, I'm telling you, it feels like there's some kind of network involved, a corporation or a business involved. There's someone who's spearheading this operation. They didn't operate single-handedly. I don't feel like this is the person that actually did this to you or your relative, okay? This is the person that's spearheading this operation. So it does feel like that this person is under the employee of someone who is like a well-known scammer, or a well-known person to the authorities who has an extensive network of like fraudsters and all sorts of wonderful people. Anyway, let's continue. Nine of Swords. Yeah, now they are breaking it, okay? Because this is coming to light. They thought they were going to get rich off of your name. Whereas what they're looking at is a lengthy jail sentence, okay? So even if they did get some kind of financial gain by using your identity or that of a loved one, okay, this comes with some very severe consequences. You see this particular Nine of Swords? They have every reason to be worried, okay? This is a no-go zone. They did something that they were warned about, right? Yeah, so they targeted the right one, I'm telling you. This whole thing may have uncovered an extensive network. So you were like the catalyst in this for this whole thing to be exposed. And now they are scared, okay? Because they know it's all coming undone. Especially with that death card there, okay? Finality. There is no coming back from this. They are looking at extensive prison time, okay? What else are they worried about here? Because I feel like there's more to it. There's something about you that's also triggering them. Why are they triggered by you? What is it about you that they're triggered by? Ace of Pentacles. The inevitability of this massive payout, right? Yeah, because it could be coming straight out of their pocket. I did say, didn't I, in that reading at the end, that there was going to be some kind of like compensation for some. So this could be it, okay? A massive payout for what they've done to you. Especially if these are people that, made your life a living hell, try to torment you or try to keep certain things hidden from you, so they attacked you or made you think like it was in their head that they were doing anything shady. Especially if these are people, like I say, and you question them on certain things, right? They could have really played a lot of mind games to make it seem like you were, basically insane and that you didn't know what you were talking about, So they weren't doing anything underhanded when in actuality, this person definitely was, okay? They've made some kind of forgery here for sure, okay? It honestly feels like identity theft. And like I say, it's either you or someone who's passed in your family, someone close to you. Yeah, they stole someone's identity here, and that's what's coming to light. Yeah, we have the Temperance energy. I told you the angelic realm was involved. Okay, so I'm telling you, they mess with the right one, okay? It's giving judgment energy here with this Temperance, okay? It was only a matter of time before this person who was seen comfortable on the carnage they caused in people's lives to have it all unraveled, okay? Have it all exposed, come to an end. So this is definitely someone who's profited off the suffering and the struggling of others, either by allowing them to amass immense debt, by carrying out these forgeries, right? Or by like I say, some kind of inheritance theft or something like that, okay? There was definitely something that they were doing, some very dodgy things with money, okay? But for some, it feels like identity theft, okay? But this could even be stealing people's inheritances, like their wills, right? changing people's wills, putting in their name, transferring assets. Oh my gosh. They may have transferred assets into their name. This is crazy. Whatever this person did, it's all coming out, okay? And like I say, this could be more than one situation, more than one person being exposed, okay? I would definitely say so. I feel like there are multiple situations that are coming out at this time, but there is a significant one here, okay, that's about to be revealed, okay? So this is where the conversation is going, okay? Like, you're going to be informed by the authorities that this is what they did, that they stole something from you, and that's why it's being returned, because it's rightfully yours, okay? So if this was a payout you never got, a paycheck, if this was a loan, an inheritance, something like that, okay, they stole it, okay? With that Five of Swords, yeah, they intercepted something here and they stole it pretending to be you. Crazy. Yeah, Ace of Wands, I'm telling you. They're scared because they know the inevitable is coming, okay? You're getting this big payout. You're going to have a fresh start here. It's like your name is being cleared is what I'm getting. Your identity, you're recovering it. You're reclaiming it. And that could be another thing, guys, right? You may have had a really hard time manifesting certain changes in your life. This is why. Because when people do things like this, it doesn't just have physical consequences, okay? There are energetic boundaries that are being crossed, okay? It has spiritual consequences. So you may have been wondering, like, why does it feel like there's this air of misfortune around me? This is why, okay? Because they hijacked your identity to do this. And it's not that you were actually experiencing their karma or bad luck. It's just you were basically stuck, you know? Because this is something that needed to be resolved on a karmic level, okay? And it is now, finally. So that's why you're able to have this fresh start and your blessings are going to come in. Whereas these people, they are bricking it because they know that that means the end for them. They are looking at very lengthy jail sentences for this, okay? Yeah, I'm telling you, look, the World card, it's done. Their whole operation is coming to an end. And it's by the hand of the divine. Divine interventions at play. But like I said, they had to give it time because this digital footprint, these paper trails, oh man, that's doing a lot of the heavy lifting, okay? And the reason we can even talk about this now is because it's too late. It's already in the hands of the authorities. It's done, okay? Yeah, I'm telling you, look at you, right? Queen of Pentacles energy. We see the King of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Yeah. So this person was like destiny swapping off of people like yourself, okay? Your abundance, your harvest, right? Again, something that could have even been passed down to you. So this could have been an inheritance from a loved one, grandparents, parent, right? Great-grandparents. Especially with that child there, right? I feel like that's you. You were meant to receive something. And this greedy person intercepted in some level. But they've been exposed. They've been caught, okay? So, yeah. Because this person isn't meant to have it. They have no right to what is yours, right? But they stole your identity in order to claim it for themselves. So this could definitely be an inheritance for some, right? Wow. Yeah. Because on the other side of it, this could have been like a passed on relative of yours, right? That left this to you, but you didn't receive it. Or this could be like a spouse of yours, right? That passed away. And you didn't receive what you were supposed to receive. You and your child, if you have children, right? You and your children. So, yeah, your spouse could have passed away for someone. You were supposed to receive some funds here, right? For you and your children. And you didn't receive it because they friggin' stole it. So there's a few storylines I'm getting here, okay? But there are a few situations where fraud, identity theft is involved, okay? In one situation, there's like a whole friggin' syndicate involved, okay? In another situation, yeah, you had someone who like imitated a passed over loved one, okay? Yeah, this is terrible. Well, others, you know, they've just intercepted it and pretended to be you. But I've got a few different storylines here. But either way, this is coming out, okay? So those who have been targeted in this way, and especially if there are multiple situations like this that are being handled or done by a specific group, that's all coming to light now, okay? Yeah, I'm telling you, Seven of Swords, right? Page of Wands, identity theft. I'm telling you, that's exactly what it is. On some level, there was forgeries, forged signatures, okay? Pretending to be you in order to receive something. Yep. Unreal. But this is what's coming out, guys, okay? So just know that you are going to receive what is yours, okay? No one can take it from you. It was delayed because of this mess, but it's being handled, okay? What is yours is rightfully yours. And once this situation is done, clean slate, fresh start. No one can bother you again like this, right? Not to the same extent. Yeah, but they have every reason to be afraid, okay? Because these people literally made your life misery, okay? And we saw a major betrayal in the main reading. So this is it, okay? And like I say, if this is someone you actually know that was part of it, okay, that tried to make it seem like you had no reason to suspect them of doing anything shady when clearly they were. Oh yeah, they've got a lot to answer for. They've got a lot of karma to deal with, you know? Because whatever you do to someone else, you can best believe in some shape or form that will come back to you. It may not be the exact same thing that you experience, but there's going to be some quality about that where you're going to be on the other end, right? The receiving end of that treatment. So just like they tried to claim your destiny or claim what was yours, yeah, their freedom is about to be snatched. I'm telling you. So guys, that's essentially the message, okay? So you'll know if this is for you. You'll know if you experienced something shady being done, okay? You may not know exactly what they did, but you may have known that it was something that was deceptive towards you. But either way, if this is your message, this is about to be revealed to you. You will get confirmation of this. They will contact you. The authorities will get in touch, okay? Because they've already got everything they need to prosecute them. And that's the only thing they was waiting for. They didn't want to alert you preemptively because they needed all the proof first, okay? To be able to formally charge these people. And now they can. They're going to go around and round them up. Anyone that was involved, okay? And you will get news of this. They will inform you. And I don't doubt this will go to court. Of course it will, right? This is quite significant. But this is done, okay? That's what you need to know. It's handled. What is yours is coming back to you. This is going to be a situation where it's finally resolved once and for all. You won't have to think about it again, okay? In terms of like having to deal with this, you'll be able to well and truly move on from the past, okay? So this is owed to you. You are owed this justice, okay? Because I feel like there was some cloud hanging over you. And like I say, it was affecting your movements, okay? Especially if you couldn't understand like why you're being denied for certain things, or if you were being told you had a bad credit rating, or if you just felt like opportunities were scarce, right? However it was coming about, right? Or if you knew you was expecting something and it just was never coming, and you couldn't get a straight answer why, or if they told you it was already sent and you didn't receive it, and there was back and forth. Yeah, this is all going to be cleared up, okay? So guys, thank you for checking this out. My gosh, it feels like old times doing a reading like this. But clearly you need to know this, and that's the thing, you know. Whenever something like this is brought to my attention for you to know, I'm going to bring it to your awareness, okay? That's why I'm here. I'm not just here to assist with the healing process or, you know, help with the spiritual growth side of things. But if I need to expose something, then I will do it when necessary, okay? So just know that if this applies for you, you're about to find out. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is chucking it down now, okay? And it makes me think of this. Yeah, time's up. The jig is up, okay? There are consequences, severe ones. They ain't getting away anytime soon, okay? So guys, thank you so much. If you found this reading useful, make sure you hit the like button, leave a comment, let me know your thoughts, okay? Subscribe if you haven't already, click the notifications bell and click all so you don't miss any future readings, okay? And of course, the live streams that I do. But guys, take care. I'm wishing you the best of luck and I will speak to you soon. Bye.